Okay, so we're getting ready to go where?
Good.
Okay, we're gonna get our permanent residency today, and it has been a long wait. It has been like 5 years, so it is very, very exciting for us. So it's an early morning start. We woke up at 4, and now we are going to start our drive for the day.
Egg muffin, no bacon.
So 4 egg muffin, no meat.
No meat. Or
Yeah,
One hot chocolate.
one hot chocolate, medium.
medium hot chocolate. 2% or skim?
No, sorry.
2% milk or skim?
Skim.
Skim.
Hot chocolate.
Skim.
And a hash brown?
No.
No. 1780, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we went ahead and got some breakfast. We got some 4 egg muffin with no meat. I don't like the meat here. I feel like it's artificial. And then I got like a skimmed hot chocolate. So we're just going ahead and filling fuel. And I'm just gonna dig in because I am so tired and sleepy. I need some food in me to function. So, stupid truck behind me just parked right in front of me. That's sorry for the noise. So, it is egg muffin. It's pretty much like egg and cheese inside an English muffin. So I'm gonna just go ahead and dig in. Food feels good right now. So tired. You can understand that from my voice. I'm sleep deprived. So tired. The US border, and we're gonna go ahead and start processing our landing paperwork.
I hope it doesn't take long.
And get all the documents out and get all the paperwork done for landing. So I'm sure I won't be able to use the camera inside, so I'll see you guys after the landing process. So exciting. Okay, so we got our permanent residency paperwork done and everything went very smoothly. It was a pretty straightforward process. The US government gives a paper stating the information which is required for the Canadian border office people, and then it just, because the system was down, we had to wait for like 15-20 minutes, but other than that everything was just completely done in a fast way, and it was really good. We went ahead and had lunch, fried rice from a small Asian store restaurant which was there right next to the border, and right now we're heading back. We still have like 5 more hours of traveling to do, and we go ahead and drop by Tim's, and Kishan just got medium green tea from Tim's, and I got an ice cap. Need some sugar in me and coffee in me. It is really hot outside. Okay, so we will be dropping by Calgary. I will see you guys then. And so I was looking through the videos and the photos I made, like in the sense the vlog I made during my permanent residency landing trip to Coots, and I figured that I didn't make a conclusion, so here I am making the conclusion to see and give you an update of what all happened after that. So what we did is, like, we didn't end up staying in Calgary or even dropping by Calgary because we were too tired and we were working the next day, and it was another 5 hours, not 5, 3 hours drive back home. So we just figured that we would just drive back home and just have dinner and go ahead and sleep because we had an early start next day. and then what we did is we just dropped by Superstore and just grabbed some cone ice cream so that we can have a celebration, a small celebration. I will be definitely throwing a close party for my loved ones and friends here soon. I'm just planning and figuring out what all I need to do and get the venue and everything together. And after that, what we did is, like, the next working day we went ahead and updated our SIN numbers with our landing paperwork, which was pretty easy. It was just 15 minutes work in Service Canada. They give you the permanent SIN number. Yes, finally we don't need to worry about not having a SIN or not having work permit to work in Canada anymore. It is like truly a blessing to, you know, see the 5 years hard work being paid off finally, and there is a sense of belonging, and there's no stress anymore about, you know, having to leave the country or anything. So what we had done is, like, I was nominated on the Alberta nomination program, ANP as well, and the express entry. So Alberta nomination program, it took 2.5 years for the nomination to be there, when I had 3 years work permit after my post-graduation. So in the 2.5 years, we were like we were being stressful about, like, seeing, oh, if the nomination doesn't come in 5 more months or 2 more months, I have to go back, my work permit is gonna, you know, expire. So that was a stressful situation. But then express entry was very fast. I had the qualification and the experience to get the points enough to go ahead and be nominated and get an invitation in express entry as well. So the biggest thing is I got my Alberta nomination as well as express entry in the same week. Like, I got on December 22nd and my express entry on 24th. Like, that was like destiny. It's like, it was such a good Christmas for us. I was so happy. We were like, you know, the first step, the first barrier was crossed, and all the hard work was being paid off. And then we went ahead and preferred to go ahead and go with express entry, because express entry, it takes another just a 90 days altogether, just 4 months or so for getting PR in hand, as well as if I went ahead with ANP Alberta nomination program, it would have taken another 17 months for me to become a permanent resident of Canada. So what we did is we went ahead and did that and submitted all paperwork in the 90-day deadline we had, and we got our passport stamped in 10 days, and we went ahead to Coots to get a landing paperwork done. We have 10-year US visa, so it's like we could have gone to US before. It's been like almost a year since I've been having that, but never bothered till now to go because of work and all the other priorities. So what we did is we just when we go to the border, we just need to tell the officer, the US officer at the gate, that we are here for landing purpose. So he will ask us to drive across, you know, come to the front of the office and come and sit in the front area where they process the paperwork. So even though we had US visas, what they do is like rejection of landing, you know, refusal to enter US. That's what that paperwork is what Canadian government needs, excuse me. And then we go ahead and take a U-turn. It's just a U-turn. We drove like 6 hours to just take a U-turn, you know, and then take a U-turn and go to the Canadian border office, and they will process it, and it was just another 20 minutes, and they will give you landing paperwork and signature and all that on your passport. They do take your old SIN number, work permit, all that, and destroy, because we don't need that anymore. And they will cross out the visa and all the other details which is related to not being a permanent resident on the passport, and to inform us that we cannot join the army, in the Canadian army, or vote till we are a citizen. That is another 4 years. But then permanent residence, that's the only difference. You just can't do these 2 things, and other than that, it is like you have everything else, all the other rights of a Canadian citizen. So that's what we did. and they will be sending a permanent residency card within 6 weeks, but then all my friends usually get them in less than 6 weeks, so hopefully we get ours soon. Only thing is, like, without a permanent residency card we won't be able to travel internationally, but within the country you don't need any passport, you just need a photo ID, right? So we are just waiting for that so that we can travel across or anything, but I don't see traveling internationally in the near future, but then you can never know. So other than that, it was a pretty smooth process. It was just the driving part which was just, you know, painful and tiring because we were working, you know, the previous day. And other than that, there is another process where you can submit your landing stuff, something in the service office, and it take a few months for it to get. We just didn't want to wait because we were so excited. We just wanted it to just happen, so we didn't bother driving like 12 hours to just get it, make this happen. And then what we did is yeah, all that is the update with PR right now. That's what we did. And then we updated our SIN numbers if they are employers, so that the payroll is being done on the new SIN number and things like that. Those are just basic standard procedures which you're supposed to do, like Albert, like update your healthcare and everything, so that, you know, they know the new details, as well as then all this experience, like, you know, at the end, it just, when we crossed the border, it finally hit us that, you know, we are finally permanent residents, and we can be happy and we can relax, and so happy that all the hard work in 5 years is finally paying off. Even though it's like there's 4 more years to become a citizen, but then permanent resident, you can work where you want, you can live where you want. Even though we could do that, we had open work permit, but still the stress of, you know, that unsurety of not having not surety of not having it, right? It was a little stressful. And I'm so grateful for my parents for trusting me and believing in me and letting me follow my dreams and pushing me towards being a successful independent person. I'm living my parents' dream, and all their hard work and sacrifices, that, you know, what they did for me so that I can make them proud. They always were a little tough on me. They were always, you know, directing me in the right way. It's like to do what I need to do to be what I am today. So I'm really grateful for them, and it's whatever I am in my life, it's just because of them and nothing else. It's just because of their constant support and nagging, you can say. I don't think they nag my siblings that much, but they definitely still nag me. So you get the gist. Indian parents are always hardcore. And my significant other, he has always been a solid rock in my life since past 3+ years. He has always been there for me through my thick and thin, and always trusted me in making the best judgments. And, you know, that's what you need to be successful in life. You need your people. If your people they're just cool about what you do, you can be successful or not successful, but at the end of the day, you're happy, right? So that's what I'm really grateful to God for, you know, making, like, giving me such people in my life. So other than that, now the wait for citizenship for 4 years, obviously we have to study for an exam and all that, but then right now the celebration of being a permanent resident is going on. And I'm so happy that all my friends are also so excited. Like, you know, usually Canadian people are a little too nice, that's there, but they're, you know, everyone is so nice and so happy for us, and, you know, that also makes you feel really good. So other than that, that's all I have update right now. I am really liking the vlogging thing I've just started, so I will be definitely getting more into vlogging since I'm really enjoying it. Just that my 70D camera is pretty on the heavier side, but I love my 70D and I love my Canon, so I am trying to save up to get a Canon Mark II G7X. It is on the pricey side, but then let me see what I can do, because this one is too heavy for my hand. Like, I cannot actually hold while vlogging, but let's see how that works out. Other than that, until next time, bye bye.